Well, for decades, women have been fighting for fairness in sports. And just when we get to a point where they're getting that type of fairness, we have biological males who are bullying their way onto leagues and teams that are advertised or identified for girls or for women. And I find that to be objectionable. These young people, these women competitors, they train very hard and they spend a lot of hours trying to excel at their sport. And to just have a biological male who identifies themselves as transgender inject themselves into that league, into that team, doesn't make any sense. And it's unfair to the women and the girls who compete. And there are other outlets. We're not anti-transgender. We welcome everybody into our county from every race, every religion, every ethnic group, and every lifestyle. But if you want to identify yourself as a girls' league or a girls' team, then biological males should compete either on male teams or they should compete on co-ed teams, and we welcome them to do so.
You know, there's been a lot of negative response too. Again, you highlight the positive, and we've seen those girls who were standing behind you clearly on board with this effort. But the New York governor, the New York attorney general don't seem so pleased. In fact, the AG, Letitia James, issuing a statement in response to the executive order saying it's transphobic and deeply dangerous. In New York, we have laws that protect our beautifully diverse communities from hate and discrimination of any and every kind. My office is charged with enforcing and upholding those laws. And now we stand up to those laws, those who violate them and trespass on the rights of marginalized communities. We are reviewing our legal options. Bruce, are you concerned that this could be challenged from the Attorney General of the state of New York?
No, not at all. Our legal team thoroughly researched this issue. And by the way, women and girls are a protected class in the United States of America. So if transgender people are a protected class and women and girls are a protected class, then if a court had to decide this case, they would have to use a balancing act. And basically, I believe the equities tip extremely in the favor of our young girls and our women who compete in sports on all girls teams or all female teams. And it's because the transgender athletes have a competitive advantage by being biological males. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. And it would be unfair and inequitable for a court to allow this to happen when there are other sports alternatives and outlets for them, such as all male teams or co-ed teams.
Do you have any message, again, for the AG? Obviously, she's come out strong with that statement. She's puts the very charged wording in there, again, hate, again, dangerous in there, calling, again, your order here affecting marginalized communities. And I know you spoke on that. But is a little bit of politics at play here? Do you see that?
Well, there shouldn't be any politics at play. This is a fairness issue. It's a common sense issue. And quite frankly, it's a bullying issue. These biological males are bullying their way onto these teams and taking advantage of these girls and these women. So I would hope that the Attorney General joins with us. I think she misinterpreted our order as being a ban on all transgender sports, and it's not that. Transgender biological women can compete against men, and they can compete in co-ed and on girls' teams. This is just for the competitive advantage that biological males have over women, where we think it's unfair. It lacks common sense to allow them to do so. And quite frankly, I view it as bullying. They're stronger. It's dangerous for the women.
Yeah.
We've seen already how records have been shattered by male participants, and that's inherently unfair to the women. So I would ask the Attorney General to reevaluate her position and join with us, because I think the equities tip in our favor.